Hi everyone, and welcome back to Butchery 101. I'm Christina Glenoga, and today we're going to talk about a few non-trendy gadgets and techniques that you can use in your home kitchen to step up your meat game. There's a lot of misinformation out there about food and meat in particular, and oftentimes products are marketed to us that don't do anything for us. It's like so frustrating to see sometimes the kind of like misinformation and myths that are being perpetuated out there by other professionals. And so I'm here today to debunk a few myths and give you guys a few recommendations on things that I've seen time and time again in professional kitchens and professional butcher shops that genuinely bring about consistent results and the results that you want to be having. Also, this list isn't going to be comprehensive, so I'll probably add to it sometime in the future. Number 3. A drying rack and pan. I'm recommending that you get a drying rack and a pan specifically for this, but honestly you can use just like a tea towel and a large plate as well. But the point is that when you are cooking something like steak or a pork chop or a chicken breast and you want that hard sear on the outside, something that will help you achieve that is having what's called a pellicle on the outside of your protein. And all that is that the surface of your meat will dry out just slightly, but just enough to heavily encourage and allow the Maillard effect to happen, which is like sugars and proteins caramelizing and creating all that beautiful like dark char flavor. Maybe not even just dark char, but like that crispy flavor that you get on the outside of a steak. That is heavily facilitated by a very dry exterior. And so just the difference between taking your steak out the night before and letting it hang out on a plate instead of in its package for one evening or for one night and then having it for dinner the next night is huge. It does take a little bit of planning ahead, which that's my lazy brain doesn't love that part, but I do love having a really nice sear on my steak, and so that has been really, really helpful. It's also really nice when you are when say you are going to make a stew and you want to sear your individual pieces of, say, like pork shoulder or beef chuck. You want to sear them before slow cooking them. Laying those all out on a rack ahead of time before searing them is also super, super great for facilitating more of the Maillard effect and therefore a better sear and therefore more flavor for you. So yeah, dry it out overnight. You can also salt it the night before and then make sure to pat off any of the excess moisture that comes out. And I find that is the best version. You could also, instead of just your salt, if say you wanted to use some sort of a dry rub, that's also a good time for it. But I'm talking about pure unadulterated steak. Editing Christina here now, and I just want to let y'all know that there is too much footage in this 45-minute long video, so we're gonna bust it up into two. Let's just call this one part 1. Please do come back for part 2, and don't forget to subscribe so you make sure to not miss part 2. And please comment down below what your favorite devices in your own kitchen are, or in professional kitchens if that's the kind of place that you work. Let me know what your favorite meat cooking devices are and what you've found the most success with in your own kitchens. I'm really stoked to hear from you guys. So thanks again so much and have a good day. Bye. Really disagree with our what? Okay, well, shit.